Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum and good evening. First of all, we would like to introduce ourselves before we begin the presentation. I am Faiz and my fellow colleagues Louis, Melanie and Wiam will be presenting a selected mall for this group project. As part of our discussion, we agreed to choose Annajat complex as our analysis and research. For this presentation, we will be covering several topics, comprises of the overview of Annajat complex, operational success factor identification, the SWOT analysis, followed by PESTEL analysis, strategic action plan. Towards the end will be the future trends and adaptation and the conclusion to our finding. I will begin the presentation with the overview of Annajat complex. This building is located at Kampung Mata-Mata, Mukim Gadong areas. It can easily be spotted as the building is sited beside the main road to Gadong areas. Meanwhile, the size of this building is a 4-story commercial complex. What kind of tenant we can find in this building? As for now, it covers from the various retail stores, restaurants, offices, textile shop, and a hotel and apartment. Annajat complex target customer base is to capture all range of ages by offering a unique tenant mix to attract them to the complex. By doing so, there must be sufficient features to offer to anyone who are said to be the customer base. Annajat building mainly offers a spacious parking lot behind the building. It is enough to organize a big event at capacity of 1,000 people. Yes, to accommodate 1,000 people at your banquet hall, it is another feature for the complex as well. While waiting for the events or do shopping, a spacious surau for Muslim also located in the first floor of this building, which can accommodate 50 people in the area. This building had a big screen in front of the building, which it works to advertise the billboard of the businesses inside this building. The management of this building also hiring their own security guards as part of the maintenance and features it offers. The map shown here is Kampung Mata-Mata, Kampung Bribi, and Kampung Gadong. And the mark point is Annajat complex. The Mall Gadong is one of the nearest mall located around the radius. It is 2.26 km away from Annajat complex. Meanwhile, The Walk is also a commercial building located right 846 meters away from Annajat. We can say that these two malls are the competitors for our selected mall. As we mentioned earlier, there are 4-story commercial building for Annajat complex. This is including the ground floor. These are the major tenants that occupied the units in Annajat complex. This slide shows the occupancy rate for the ground floor, which is 70%, which means 16 out of 23 units are occupied. Meanwhile, for the first floor, the occupancy rate is 78%, which brings the 18 out of the 23 shops unit are occupied. Next is the second floor, which designated for one big office area, but the occupancy rate is 0. And lastly, the third floor and the fourth floor, which is occupied by the Wafa Hotel and Apartment. This brings the occupancy rate for both floors is 100%.
Next, we will be talking about the operational success factors at Annajat complex. So in terms of design and infrastructure, Annajat complex has a well-designed layout that efficiently allocates its space on its first and second floors. The complex also has a diverse tenant mix, and this caters to a wide range of consumer needs, as well as it has ample parking capacity to ensure accessibility of the customers. Now, in terms of the quality and tailored services, Annajat Complex places a strong emphasis on quality control, and it ensures cleanliness and helpful staff to help with the tenants. The variety of tenant options, including retail, accommodation at Wafa Hotel, wedding receptions, and shopping at the SKH department store, attracts a broad spectrum of consumers. Next, a comparative analysis will be conducted with one of Brunei's successful malls. This contrast offers important information and potential strategies for improving operations at the Annajat complex. The unique features of the Mall Brunei is that its tenant mix contains a wide variety of international and local brands. This makes it an attractive destination for customers to choose from and significantly broadens its appeal by catering to a diverse consumer base. The mix of various tenants in the Mall Brunei enables it to be a one-stop destination for each customer's shopping needs, which enhances the customer satisfaction and engagement. Next, the Mall Brunei is distinguished by strategic investment in entertainment and leisure facilities such as a movie theater, arcade, restaurants, and cafes. These amenities go beyond just shopping and enhance the overall customer experience by transforming the shopping experience into a full leisure excursion. This strategy not only prolongs customer dwell time but also attracts a wider audience, which positions the mall as a destination for socializing and recreation, not merely just for shopping. Next, the Mall Brunei has a strong digital presence by having a user-friendly website and interactive social media channels. This is to maintain its online presence and keep customers up to date with trending events and promotions and new arrivals, while also giving shoppers the opportunity to attract and provide their feedback. The strong digital presence is a powerful tool to maintain a strong relationship with the customers, to ensure they are regularly engaged and informed of new developments, special promotions, and issues upcoming, or any other relevant information. Next, the Brunei regularly hosts community events such as cultural festivals, art exhibitions, and charity drives. These activities create a sense of belonging and act as effective word-of-mouth marketing tools, as satisfied customers often share their stories with friends and family. Lastly, the Mall Brunei, located within 5 km radius to Annajat complex and situated in the prime location, which is in Gadong, acts as an undeniable advantage of its strategic location. This location is ideal for accommodating the steady rush of consumers in close proximity, as well as those who pass by. The shopping center capitalizes from its central area, wide range of parking areas, and effective connections to the highway.
Okay, so let's now look at the SWOT analysis of Annajat complex. So the SWOT analysis comprises of 4 factors, which is strengths, weaknesses, threats, and opportunities. Okay, so now let's look at the strengths of Annajat complex. So it is located in the central business district area, and it is easily noticeable by drivers when driving past the area. This is because it is near a roundabout and the highway or the main road to a lot of places. So this can easily attract a steady flow of potential customers, both residents and commuters, making it a convenient and appealing choice for dining, shopping, or running their errands. Also, this mall, it has a big parking space available that can accommodate around 300 to 500 cars at the back of the building, which is an open parking space, and also their basement parking. So this not only improves the overall customer experience, but it can set Annajat apart from competitors like the mall, which has a limited amount of parking areas or parking space. Moving on, let's see the layout of areas around Annajat by activity. As you can see, it is surrounded by a lot of residential area and industrial areas or government offices, which is a good place to be at for a shopping complex. So as you can see in the image, Annajat complex is located next to a roundabout, which is easily seen by commuters or residential people around the areas. So it is a good location for the shopping complex. Okay, this is just to show you that the Annajat complex in the Google map, that it has a big parking space to accommodate a lot of cars. Okay, so now let's look at the weakness of Annajat complex. So they lack of budget and management resources, and upon our visit to Annajat complex, they did not have a dedicated person for maintenance check or results that results in problems such as low lighting, which creates an eerie feeling that is very unwelcoming for customers, and the place is very unhygienic. So moving on, Annajat's marketing strategy is also very weak, leading to the underutilization of rental spaces and lower tenant occupancy rates. And also small market in Brunei and the industry offering the same thing, causing market saturation. So now what I mean by this is you can see that there are a lot of malls in Brunei, and with its small populations, every mall offer the same brands or same tenants, which creates a market saturation. And then recently, due to a recent controversial issues, which is very sensitive, it has caused a significant change to Annajat's reputation, causing them to lose trust with potential clients, potential tenants, or current tenants, and the confidence and loyalty with the new current and new customers. So opportunities, right? Annajat has the potential to work with different Bruneian communities to create events, workshops, and activities inside the complex, which will bring in a lot of foot traffic and visitors as well. And also choosing the ideal tenant for their retail center, it may become a popular tourist destination that not only draws tourists, but it can draw residential around the areas as well. And by expanding their offerings to include entertainment options like a cinema or maybe an arcade or a fun land for kids would be a benefit to them. However, continuously actively engaging with various local communities through activities, seminars, and events, or maybe like food truck day or like food exhibition with the local food vendors would be such a good benefit, as it brings a lot of local foot traffic as well. And also, effective marketing combined with carefully selected tenants can also drive tourism growth and position Annajat as a sought-after destination for visitors. While targeting niche markets can focus on local preference and offering a unique tenant mix, which will make them stand out from different malls like the mall or the Walk or Times Square that offers a lot of the same thing, the same tenant. Okay, lastly, the threats. So the continuous shift in customer preference and behavior has made customers prefer online shopping more than walk-in or going into the physical store to shop. And potential changes in road network design can affect the Annajat's complex accessibility and visibility, hence resulting in less traffic to Annajat due to inconvenience. And also the biggest threat of all is our neighboring countries such as Malaysia or Miri or KK or Lawas or Kuala Lumpur. Because now the exchange rate is quite high, Bruneians would prefer to go to the neighboring country and spend their money there, which will hugely impact our shopping malls as well. And the presence of numerous malls competitors in Brunei, such as like the mall, because they are already very successful, it is a threat for Annajat. And similarity in brands offered in areas like Gadong or Kulap. Like I've said earlier, because of market situation, because Brunei population is also small, and there is a lot of malls in Brunei that offers the same brands and tenants, which is a threat to Annajat. And economic downturns in the country could affect Annajat's revenue. So what this means is basically, what if there is another wave of COVID-19 or another different type of disease that happen? And then the government will produce a stay-at-home order which does not allow visitors to physically go to the store. And this could hugely impact the Annajat's complex profitability.
So in this next section, we will do the pastel analysis of Annajat. So this pastel analysis is actually a suitable tool to discuss on the day-to-day activities of Annajat. So this analysis tool will actually help stakeholders in understanding these factors and to make informed decisions, and also how they will take these decisions into formulating effective strategies to optimize Annajat's operations. First, we'll look into the political aspect of the pastel analysis. So firstly, we need to understand the context in the context of Brunei Darussalam. Brunei is a very small country, and they are well known to maintain a political stability and stringent governance. So these two attributes actually make it an attractive country for various business activities, and especially the establishment and operation of the shopping malls. And it's because of this exceptional political stability, it becomes a fundamental driver for the country towards economic growth and development. And this too will provide confidence and trust for both the local and international investors. Next is the regulation and policies. So we have a comprehensive and strict regulatory framework, usually handled by ABCI. They are known as Authority of Building Control and Construction Industry. So they come up with precise laws and regulations for the commercial buildings and also individual housings. But in this case, commercial buildings that should be approved for establishments and shopping centers. Also, they need to make sure of the structural integrity requirements. So companies and contractors have to comply to these standards so that there is a safe construction process, and as well as the stakeholders are satisfied in the end. The second aspect we're going to look into is the economical factors of Brunei. So we know that in Brunei, the economy is largely driven by oil and gas exports, and that accounts for 49% of our GDP. The economic activity of Brunei is highly influenced by the volatility in the oil and gas market, and that can also affect the Annajat's performance because it affects the overall economic health of the country. So when the oil prices are good, people will have more disposable income, and that ultimately results in increased consumer spending. This factor right here is crucial for the operational success of Annajat, because when people spend more, it allows for diversification of goods and services, and also it's good for us because it attracts more transactions. Alternatively, it's going to be the same when it's the opposite situation, opposite effect. Reduced purchase power could yield opposite effect. The next aspect we're going to look into is the social aspect. So we need to recognize and respect Bruneian customs and traditions because this is vital for the success of Annajat Complex. Because being culturally aware can actually significantly impact business decisions, from tailoring store offerings to planning events, and also creating marketing strategies that resonates with the local community. So we need to further understand the country's demographics in shaping business strategies. So it is essential to understand factors such as age distribution, income distribution, and lifestyle preference of the population, because these elements actually directly influence the demand for specific retailers and services. For example, areas with younger, tech-savvy population will actually prefer innovative technology stores and immersive experience. But the more mature demographics will often favor establishments that offer leisure, fine dining, and specialized services. The fourth aspect is the technological aspect. So we must understand that we are currently in the digital era already. So digital infrastructure must not be underestimated. We need to have access to high-speed internet and advanced technology, as the availability of these technologies can give consumer the convenience and accessibility to do shopping online. So with that, Annajat will have to re-strategize to integrate all this technology to have an immersive shopping experience. So by incorporating these technologies, we can reshape how a mall manage their day-to-day operations. All this technology can help the operations team to have data insights on what pique their interest, what piques the interest of the consumers, and also give additional factors to consider, such as making informed decisions with regards to their inventory management, marketing initiatives, and as well as customer engagement. So they need to adopt this innovation and automation so that they have an opportunity to elevate their customer satisfaction. Next, we're going to talk about the environmental aspects. So Annajat Complex should commit themselves to sustainable and ethical practices because it not only benefits the environment but also enhances their reputation in the community. However, eco-friendly practices such as energy efficient lighting and effective waste management system require a significant investment, and mall operators have to strike a balance between sustainability and cost effectiveness. You should also take into consideration that Brunei is known for its tropical climate, heavy rain and intense heat. So we have an unfavorable weather condition that can actually deter the customers away from visiting the shopping complex. So this can affect our foot traffic and revenue for the mall. So Annajat has to plan some strategies to accommodate these weather patterns so that visitors are more willing to come here to have a safe and comfortable experience. Lastly, we're going to look into the legal aspect of the pestle analysis. In order for Annajat Complex to have smooth operation, they must understand the property and tenancy laws. So, a deeper understanding of these laws actually navigate through the legal obstacles while maintaining favorable relationships with the property owners and tenants. Next is the employment law. We must comply with them so that workers are treated fairly and equally. This can be done by ensuring the minimum wage standards are met. We have set the working time limits and also prioritizing the security measures. When we comply with these employment laws, it actually cultivates a trust and job satisfaction among the workers, and this contributes to a harmonious and efficient working environment.
Okay, so for the strategic action plan, our group have come up with 3 action plans, which is first, optimizing the layout of the shopping complex, maintain a good relationship with tenants and optimize facilities, and consider including cultural exhibitions at the shopping complex, which will attract more people.
Okay, so for the mall layout optimization action plan, it is to combine retail shops of the same category into one dedicated area. And they should have the ATM machine and cash deposit machine, as it is convenient for commuters or people driving by to drop by to go to the ATM machine and meanwhile shop around Annajat Complex as well. So the expected outcome is that it would improve customer navigation, enhance product visibility, and a distinctive shopping experience. What are the challenges of this action plan is that that it will be challenging to balance the new layout with the existing tenant mix and ensuring seamless integration with the overall mall aesthetic. Secondly, we have the tenant relationship management and facility optimization. So, working with specialized product retailers so as to create strong partnership to ensure both parties are satisfied and have mutual agreements. So, the expected outcome for this action plan is that there will be a well-maintained and aesthetically pleasing facility which will increase the tenant satisfaction. Combined with a diverse and thriving product ecosystem, which can have a long-term and sustainable relationship with the current tenants or potentially new tenants in the future. And as for the challenges, it could be harder to convince retailers from other places to relocate their shops to Annajat Complex and to maintain favorable leasing conditions. Okay, lastly, the cultural considerations. So, Annajat Complex should organize frequent cultural or education exhibitions. As you can see in the slide, there is a cultural dance of a video. This is in Malaysia, where in that mall they would usually at a certain period of for 1 or 2 hours, they would have a cultural interaction with the tourists or any visitors. This shows cultural interaction which makes people want to visit the shopping complex more, knowing that this is ongoing in the shopping complex, which creates a positive and unique shopping experience for the visitors. And they should also do like product demonstration, workshops, and participative activities. So the expected outcome for this is that it can heavily increase foot traffic because there is something interesting or entertaining for the visitors, tourists to see. And it provides a more interaction with the community as well. So gaining a thriving reputation as a center of culture. However, its challenges is that it is hard to coordinate and promote the cultural events, as some may take it as a sensitive topic or sensitive issue. Next is that it is a challenge to maintain visitor interest over time because this thing you do it repetitive, right? So the cultural dance every day for in between maybe 1 to 2 hours they would do the same thing, and people are used to it already, so they know what they are expecting, and over time it can get very boring. So Annajat would need to come up with innovative ideas, continuous cultural ideas or activities for tourists and locals or any visitors to continue to participate.
Forward-thinking strategies are necessary to ensure competitiveness and relevance to meet the ever-changing consumer preferences and rapidly evolving technology. On this slide, we will discuss 3 approaches that can change the course of mall operations in Brunei for the next decade. First is by implementing more green and sustainable initiatives. Second, with mixing the use and destination of the mall concept. And third is setting a comprehensive standard for every shopping mall in Brunei. On this section, we'll be talking about the green and sustainable initiatives that shopping malls in Brunei can incorporate. So, in alignment with the goals of Wawasan Brunei 2035, taking inspiration from the country's environmentally conscious neighbor Singapore, the malls of the future will feature green rooftops adorned with urban farms and lush gardens to offer fresh produce while contributing to cooling and sustaining the mall environment. The mall should also incorporate renewable energy sources like solar panels and cutting-edge waste recycling technologies. Electrical vehicle charging station will also be strategically placed to accommodate eco-conscious individuals. These transformative initiatives aim to showcase Brunei's pristine rainforest reserves and establish it as a pioneer in eco-friendly practices. This video explains the green initiative shopping malls of Brunei can incorporate in terms of using their energy. On this section, we'll be talking about the future concepts of mall in general. So the future concept of malls extends beyond just retail to ensure maximum foot traffic and heighten customer satisfaction. These outlets can include office spaces, residential units, hotels, recreational, entertainment venues, and cultural hubs. This is aimed to attract a broader audience and increase their appeal to both local residents and residing tourists. In terms of entertainment, it is necessary to provide options like cutting-edge cinemas and indoor amusement parks to cater to diverse customer preferences. Secondly, variety of restaurants is also considered to enhance the dining experience of customers. Next, the integration of services, as the future vision for shopping malls in Brunei is to consolidate shopping, dining, workspaces, entertainment, and relaxation into one destination. Lastly, it should be a family-friendly place by creating a safe environment, making malls a popular venue for friends and families to enjoy their recreational time. Lastly, it is very important for all shopping malls in Brunei to uphold a comprehensive standards within its operations. Shopping malls should incorporate services and amenities that meet diverse needs, particularly those of individuals with disabilities. The shopping mall should also have a conducive parking systems to make parking hassle-free, and then provide necessities such as a nursery room for changing diapers, for example. Shopping malls should also include free Wi-Fi and proper rest areas with an abundance of comfortable seating to ensure convenience and enhance the shopping experience of customers. Secondly, customer service counters or kiosks should be installed within the malls to offer any assistance in accessing information on the shopping complex. These customer service counters or kiosks should also be able to make reservations for movie theaters in the cinemas as well as restaurants residing within the shopping complex. Public transportation linking directly to major landmarks and buildings should also be incorporated to enhance the accessibility to the shopping complex. Lastly, it is advised to install surveillance cameras to maintain a secure shopping environment for the customers.
So, for the conclusion, the group has revealed multiple challenges that Annajat has faced, leading to its downfall in its performance. An issue with the tenant's occupancy. This is due incompetence of bad marketing strategies and problems where the mall layout, road infrastructure, as well as the competition from the mall Gadong and the walk have weakened them. However, with proper action plans and recommendation, Annajat can fully optimize its mall by adopting multiple strategies to attract a wider range of customers of potential tenants. The key finding of Annajat Complex has uncovered a range of operational challenges affected its performance and tenants' occupancy. These issues highlight various aspects, including design, tenant mix, quality control, foot traffic, and the strong competition from the neighboring complexes, like the Mall Brunei and the Walk, whereas both of which have successfully adopted strategies to attract a diverse customer base and offers a wide range of amenities. To ensure a brighter future for Annajat Complex, it is recommended to optimize the mall's layout for a more organized shopping experience, strengthen relationship with specialized retailers, ensure excellent facilities maintenance, and embrace Brunei's cultural aspect through regular cultural exhibition. This approach can foster a sense of community engagement and positive word-of-mouth marketing. Looking ahead, in order to revitalize its operation and develop a competitive presence in Brunei's changing retail market. Annajat should be aware of future retail trends, such as mixed-use concept, sustainability practice, and emphasis on shopper-centric standard. This will help it to maintain a strong sense of community involvement while meeting the varied requirements and tastes of its client. Thank you for listening.